Okay, buenos dias, mi amigos. This is Kaipacha with the weekly Pele Report. Today is Tuesday, 9/9. It is September 9th of 2014, and I'm just here living in the city, living for the city. We're in a little park here. We got some people going around. We got the cars, the trucks, the noise. I'm gonna find a little spot here where we can talk astrology a little bit and see how interrupted I get. I just got to get used to it, because what's going on here is Mercury, is going to be opposite Uranus. It's exact on Saturday, but it's really kind of all week long. Yeah, and you may be feeling this energy that it just happened from this full moon yesterday. As that moon goes into Aries today, I'm feeling like moon in Aries already. Thursday, she moves into Taurus. Saturday, she moves into Gemini. And Tuesday into Cancer. Finally having that third quarter square moon happening on Monday. So we're coming out of this full moon with a blast. And that moon goes into Aries. We're going to have the moon opposite that Mercury in Libra. It's going to hit Uranus conjunct the south node of the moon in Aries. And I'd say the big news, is really that Mars is moving out of Scorpio. Finally, he's been there, all right, since July 25th. And now he's moving into Sagittarius. We're getting that fiery planet out of water, get rid of the steam, and into that fiery Sagittarius where it baby belongs. It's going to lighten up here. It's going to open up. Yeah, we've all been kind of going through this challenging period since Mars went into Scorpio, joined together with Saturn. I've been talking about it for a while, but you know what? The only constant is change. And so sometimes that change can be a very pleasant awakening, a new sunrise, a new moon rise. Yeah. So along with that happening, of course, like I said, we do have the Mercury opposition, Mars going into Sag, Venus is moving along there. I'm going to start putting these the chart right beneath the Pele Report on my website and on Facebook, so that you can really see these planetary positions. Because what's going on here for sure is that Uranus is going to be conjunct the south node of the moon probably for the next 6 months. And we can talk about that a little bit. I mean, this Mercury coming around to oppose Uranus is also going to be conjunct the north node of the moon, early next week, like Monday. And so we have this, it's not just a Mercury opposite Uranus, but it's on the nodal axis, and it's forming a T-square with Pluto. So if you're interested in learning astrology, you can look at the chart that I'm going to have posted right beneath the Pele Report and just look at these planetary positions. Oh my God, a dragonfly just landed on my finger that's holding the camera. I wonder if I can change fingers and show you the dragonfly. Oh, he just flew away. Too bad. All right, let me find a spot here. Okay. So I don't know if I mentioned this, Venus opposite Neptune. It's tomorrow. And with all of this going on, let's think about all of this going on. First of all, like I said, Mars has been in Scorpio since July 25th. And it's been like a cauldron, like a witch's cauldron, okay? And we've been getting stirred. Yeah, and the fire has been heating and boiling the water and mixing the juices together and getting us in touch with these deep, powerful feelings, needs, fears around loss, betrayal, abandonment, our fears around trusting, opening our hearts to others, receiving, believing others, that they don't have ulterior motives. Yeah, so it's been really, challenging us on many different levels. And now Mars is like, it's at those last final degrees. And this weekend, just before it breaks through, it's at that critical degree of 29 degrees. Of every sign is a critical degree. That's going to be happening like Friday, Saturday. Mars, sitting here going, okay, did you feel every feeling you were supposed to feel since July 25th? It's like, before I move on, before I leave Scorpio, I'm going to give you a last blast, man. and what do we have then? Mercury coming around. Mercury is squaring Pluto, like, again, tomorrow. Same time as Venus opposes Neptune. And that's square to Pluto, opposite Uranus. Mercury says, let's talk about it. Let's let it out. Mercury opposite Uranus. This is the nervous system getting like hit by lightning. Okay? It's like, and it's like we're so frantic, or there's just not enough time, or our minds are spinning so fast. We don't really think about everything we say before we say it. We have these Freudian slips and let things slip out that, oops, I didn't really want to tell you that, but, now that I did, I think you're a jerk. I mean, yeah, it's just like, yeah. And so this can be a time where it will be really good to soothe and calm your nervous system. No more coffee, no more chocolate, no more sugar. Slow yourself down. Long, deep breathing. I can put that long, deep breathing exercise as a free download on my website. Practice some long, deep breathing for this Mercury squaring Pluto tomorrow, opposing Uranus through the weekend. The beautiful part about it, the upside of it is time for truth-telling. It's like a truth serum. Yeah? That cusp between Scorpio and Sagittarius is like Mars is now moving into, the quest for the truth. It's like this opening. It's like the phoenix rising from the ashes. And this is only going to increase as Saturn leaves Scorpio and joins Sagittarius. Okay, that's in December. So we're kind of getting like, halfway out of the tunnel right now. We're getting this kind of a glimpse of a new future, of a new potential, of a new possibility, and we can get anxious and we can get excited. There's a lot of volcanoes going off now. It's like, all this energy that's been building, really for the past couple of years. I was talking to Maurice Fernandez. He's our visiting guest expert for the New Paradigm community for the month of October, talking about these eclipses, coming in October, and talking about how, things are happening here with this Uranus-Pluto square that's been going on since, October, I think, of 2012, and is like just 2013, 2014. It's like we've been under 2 years of stress, wanting to give birth to a new paradigm, birth to a new relationship, to our own authority. Let's not forget the essentials here. The essentials are the Pluto polarity point, which is Cancer. And this is where we are now rebirthing a new child self that is emotionally self-sufficient and not following orders and rules and external authorities, but that we're coming into the beat of our own drummer. We're becoming more sovereign. Uranus and Aries. And has it been happening? Not as much as I could see as being possible. And this Uranus square Pluto is over next March. So we've got 6 months to wrap it up, folks. We've got 6 months for the revolution. We've got 6 months to stand on our own 2 feet. We've got 6 months to like complete the highest manifestation of Uranus square Pluto, which had its seeds in the 1960s, the mid-60s, yeah, with the summer of love. This is like the, you know, the year of love, 2015 to 14-15. And it's self-love. Love begins at home. It all begins at home with the Pluto polarity point in Cancer. And what's the other essential? The north node of the moon. Libra. It's not just standing in my own and being sovereign, but also from that place of I provide my own nurturing and my own security and my own emotional support from that powerful place of self. Then I enter relationship in a new way, without burdening you with all my burdens, all my needs, all my fears, all my stuff. No, 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 no. I'm getting that from source. And this relationship is not weighed down with all kinds of projections. So this is the north node of the moon, and it's in Libra for a year and a half. And now Mercury comes around. But let's not forget, the north node of the moon in Libra is ruled by Venus. And Venus is now, tomorrow, and all week, opposite Neptune. Now what's that mean? You know, Venus comes around and opposes Neptune. It's in Virgo. Neptune, you know, Pisces, Virgo is the perfection axis. You know, Pisces, Neptune wants to dream it. Okay, Virgo wants to make it. And so we got, you know, this is kind of like, is the dream going to become reality? Oops, oh my God, I've got to get out of bed and actually make it happen. This is like Venus, that feminine energy, Venus and Virgo, you know, it's like, yeah, we need to work at this. We need to, you know, we need to do our yoga. We need to do our exercises. We need to, you know, eat right. We need to have some, you know, discipline, routine, control. You know, it's like effort. We got to put some effort into this. Whereas Neptune in Pisces just wants to magically let it happen and observe and dream and, you know, escape and deny and just look at the rosy side. So there is also this kind of underlying tension of should I or shouldn't I? There's a big part of me just wants to stay in bed and dream about it. There's this other part of me that knows damn well I got to get out of bed and do it. Mercury, opposite Uranus, square Pluto just wants to talk about it. Oh my God. So it's nice to have this Mars. Like I say, it's going to be moving out of Scorpio into Sagittarius. We're going to have Mars in fire. We're going to have this Jupiter in Leo. I think it's just going to like boom. It's really time to blossom, folks. It's like we're coming out of the tunnel. We're coming out of the dark, you know. And we're kind of coming out, you know, coming out shooting a little bit. You know, the volcanoes are going off and we're maybe going to say some things or do some things that are irrational or not really thought out or are impulsive. But hey, it's all right. Fall down, make mistakes, get up, do it over, do it right, whatever, try again. Such is life. Don't let it get you down. Yeah. So, you know, that brings me to the mantra for this week, right? Having been pushed and having to claw, I've now made my way through the birth canal. And if I believe myself to be, no. And if I believe I will be the change the world is waiting to see. We're coming out of Scorpio, out of the underworld. Okay? I mean, Scorpio is not only, you know, it's death and birth. It's death and resurrection. And we've gone into Mars, you know, like I say, July 25th, into Scorpio, into the underworld, into the nasty, dark realms of chaos and fears. And we've had to let go and just release, surrender ourselves, learn how to trust again, learn how to open our hearts again, learn how to do relationship in a more mature, powerful way. And now, bam, the results. We're going to see these next couple of months. This is, you know, Jupiter and Mars both in fire, Leo and Sagittarius with that, you know, that Uranus happening still, you know, over there in Aries. This is like going to be really boom. And that Sun in Virgo is still working away at it. I don't know. It's looking like a good time. Maybe erratic, sudden events. You know, you say things or you receive things. That's the other thing. Hello, I got this weird email, I got this weird Facebook message. I got, people are like acting out or, saying weird things, but it's like, okay, it's nice. At least it's up and out and in the open without all the secret espionage and subterfuge going on. Come on. Yee. Having been pushed and having to claw, I am now through the birth canal. And if I believe, I will be the change the world is waiting to see. Yeah, baby. May you be that change. Namaste.